tipped. And the tap won by the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. And we are underway. Good to have you with us on this late Sunday afternoon here from Hartford.
You know, they're the Golden Grizzlies. There's not a hint of gold in their uniforms.
That's right. We've got the black road ones with the white trim. Hartford in the home whites. Grizzlies have it first 4-6 of the season is Oakland. Inside to Hill Mays. Throws it up top for Norris. Tries a three. Can't get the shot to go. Hartford clears the rebound. For the Hawks, Jason Dunn off the Blagievich. Coming off that terrific game against Bryant on Wednesday. Hawks winning easily up in Smithfield. There's Chikolovich with the basketball. Trying to get it to Jason Dunn with 10 to shoot. Dunn tiptoes along the baseline. Throws it for Weatherington three. In and out. Offensive rebound by Hartford's Jason Dunn. Fresh 30 for the Hawks. You see J.R. Lynch looking back to head coach John Gallagher.
Well, and that's what the Hawks are going to have to do. Control the offensive boards if they want to be competitive today against Oakland. This is a big test today for the Hawks.
Nice pass. Weatherington inside of Blagievich, who cashes inside. And Hartford strikes first to make a 2-0 lead.
Oh, that was a great pass. Right on the money, Jeff.
There's Cumberland with the basketball. Feed it inside to James Beck. And try a 10-foot jumper. Can't get a shot to go. Offensive rebound by Kamari Newman, who keeps it alive for the Golden Grizzlies. First ever matchup between these two schools. It's Oakland University out of Michigan. There's Hill Mays. Tries the three. Can't get the shot to go. The rebound pulled down by Blagievich. Ahead to Dunn, who drives in. Can't get the shot to go. Kolovich, hand on the rebound, puts it up and in. Nice job by Nikola Kolovich, who scores for Hartford. And his first start, he makes it 4-0 Hawks.
Well, that's the key. Control the offensive boards, get that second chance, and that's what the Hawks have done on the first two series.
Now a steal. Near steal. Lynch had a hand on it. Oakland able to come away with it. Now Cumberland tries a three and hits. A long-range jumper from the right side. It's a one-point game. There's J.R. Lynch for the Hawks. Hartford 4-7 on the season. Looking to win for the third time in 4 games. Hartford averages close to 74 a game as Dunn tries the three and gets fouled on the three-point attempt. Kamari Newman got him, the third leading scorer, hit with his first violation. And then the first foul of the game could be a big one against Oakland.
Well, 3 shots. We'll see what unfolds here. You mentioned the Hawks going up against Oakland for the first time. Only the second time Hartford has ever played a team in the Horizon League. The other team was the University of Wisconsin at Green Bay.
So Jason Dunn goes to the free throw line. He is the second leading scorer for the Hawks, averaging almost 15 a game, knocks in the first one. He's an 82% free throw shooter. His 36 threes are number 1 in the America East Conference. He makes both and a chance to really hurt Oakland at the line and drop in 3 as he was fouled on the trifecta. So Dunn off to a nice start. He had 19 points and 5 of 7 from long range on Wednesday. He makes all 3, and he's pacing Hartford's offense. He's got 3 to make it a 7-3 game.
Now, both these clubs shoot well from the free throw line, and the Hawks are off to a great start today.
Maureen Newman off to Cumberland. Now to Hill Mays, who averages 24.5 a game. Now to Newman. Norris tries the three and hits. The second long-range jumper for Oakland, and it's a one-point game.
Well, Coach Gal says this club is an excellent free throw shooting team and also a very good shooting team from the field, and we saw it there.
Weatherington fires underneath to Dunn, back to Weatherington. Now to J.R. Lynch. There's Dunn. Nice pass inside of Kolovich, who gets fouled as he tried to work his way to the hoop. And the whistle against the Golden Grizzlies. Only the second whistle against the visitors.
Now, the Hawks make 75% of their free throw shots, which is very good, Jeff. And the idea here is to get off to a strong start at home, where the Hawks have put together a bit of a streak.
Kolovich at the free throw line. This is the first to try to make the adjustment on the second. His first career start. The 6'10 redshirt sophomore from Serbia. And he makes the second one, puts the Hawks up by 2, 8-6. Now, Hartford has shot the ball extremely well, minus that Duke game where they struggled from the field. Hartford has shot the ball 47% from the floor the last 5 games, and Dan, hoping that continues here this afternoon.
Well, anytime you can make nearly 1 of 2 shots, you're going to win a lot of games.
There's Cumberland with the basketball. He'll work his way against the defense. Gives it to Beck, who spins in and scores. Nice spin move by James Beck, the sophomore from Grand Rapids, to tie things at 8. Golden Grizzlies on that East Coast swing. They played at Fairfield December 6th. They played at Northeastern on December 8th. Back to Michigan and now back to the East Coast again.
They beat Fairfield, lost to Northeastern, and Northeastern lost to Vermont today.
There's a steal getting in the passing lanes. Brenton Norris. Norris ahead of the trailer. Cumberland try to get it to Beck. The ball poked out of bounds. Good defense by Hartford that time. And that will get us to our first timeout. 15:58 to go in this one. Just getting started here in Hartford. The Hawks and Golden Grizzlies tied at 8. Scores. First time that has happened in program history. Only one other team in the country has 3 1,000-point scores, and that's Lipscomb.
Yeah, that really is phenomenal. And how about saying to your grandkids years from now, you scored your 1,000th career point at Duke?
Pretty cool. That was on December 5th. On the missed shot, Hartford able to get the rebound. Blagievich to Lynch. And here comes Hartford. Lynch fires it underneath. Eddie Davis, the third, who drives in and gets fouled. Went up for the dunk. Just couldn't flush. Hartford 2 of 4 to start. Oakland 3 of 6. Hartford out rebounding the Golden Grizzlies, though, by a 4-1 clip. And Hartford is the only turnover thus far.
And so far, the Hawks have neutralized the leading scorer for the Golden Grizzlies, as Hill Mays has not scored a point. Oakland has scored 8 points. He's been shut out.
Eddie Davis, the third, breaks the ties. He knocks home the free throw. The transfer from Southern Mississippi makes his home in Vegas, drops in both, and it's 10-8 Hartford. Oakland with the basketball. Here comes Norris. Norris for Maddox Jr., just in the game for the first time. Fakes the 3, gets it now to Hill Mays, who tries the 3. That's off the mark. Weatherington the rebound. Off to Lynch, and here comes Hartford.
Now, there's no question J.R. Lynch is a key component on this team and has drawn a lot of praise from Coach Gallagher, Jeff. He says J.R. over the last few games has probably had his best stretch at point guard of his career here at Hartford.
Coach Krzyzewski at Duke after that game really liked this play, spent some time with him after the game. 7 to go in the shot clock. Here's Dunn. Brings it up top to Eddie Davis Jr. Back to Lynch. Lynch fires a 3 off balance. Can't get a shot to go. And Oakland able to clear the rebound. Shot clock was winding down, but a forced shot that time. Now a whistle away, and it's a foul against Hartford.
Now there's Hill Mays, number 14. He is considered by many a top player, and he's averaging, as you mentioned earlier, 24.5 points per game. Leads his club in rebounds, not afraid to take the 3. We saw that on the last sequence.
Eddie Davis, the third, picks up his first personal foul. Worked the ball inside, but it's stolen away by Weatherington. Here's Weatherington on the break. Weatherington gives it to Blagievich, who puts it up in the left-handed scores. George Blagievich executing in the fast break. That's his second field goal, and it's 12-8.
Great ball movement by the Hawks.
James Beck flips it over to Norris. Back up top. There's Beck. Back to the basket. Trying to throw some range. Can't get a shot to go. Weatherington securing another board. Off to Dunn.
Well, it seems as if Oakland wants to go to the low post and Beck on just about every play.
There's Blagievich. Trying to spin towards the hole. Fade away from 6. Can't get the angle, and the ball falls out. Oakland with a board. Here come the Golden Grizzlies. Trey Maddox Jr. dribbling with the basketball as Oakland tries to catch its breath on offense.
Coach Greg Campy doesn't mind playing the freshman. Maddox Jr. is a freshman.
Greg Campy in his 35th season as head coach. Top of the key. The 3 is good by Trey Maddox Jr. That's his third 3 this season. And he makes it a 1-point game. Hartford 12 and Oakland 11. There's Dunn for Wetherington. Now to Eddie Davis III. Back to Wetherington. Dunn puts the ball on the deck. Now fires a three. That's going to be off the mark. Oakland with the rebound.
Great defense by the Golden Grizzlies that time, and the Hawks are trying to open it up by that three-point attempt.
Javin Cumberland tries the three. That'll rim out. Offensive rebound, Hill Mays. Hill Mays with the basketball. Gets it back to Newman. Norris tries the three. Can't get the shot to go. It's another offensive board. Hill Mays pulling it down. Off to Cumberland.
It's already 3 rebounds for Hill Mays.
And Brendan Morris. Morris from Hilliard, Ohio. Flips it into Beck. Down the post. Back up top. Cumberland. A three is good. Kevin Cumberland, junior from Wilmington, Ohio, puts Oakland up by a bucket.
Well, there was the Hawks defense that time denying the Golden Grizzlies the inside, but that time the three-point attempt dropped, and that's how you break that inside defense.
There's J.R. Lynch with the basketball, gives it out of Blagievich, fires inside of the cutting Lynn. Up top for Lynch. Lynch moving left. 5 in the shot clock. Here's Blagievich, drives in and gets fouled. Reach and called on Oakland. That'll be a foul. That'll be James Beck to pick up the foul, the second leading rebounder on the team. And fresh, they won't reset the shot clock, so 20 for Hartford to work with.
Lead his team. And he comes, Jeff, from quite a family. His cousin Jason Turner plays basketball at Cincinnati, and his late cousin T.J. Turner played linebacker for the Patriots in 2001.
Pretty good genes. Last year was shut down with a chronic ankle injury, but boy, he looks smooth today as Blagievich goes to the free throw line. George will shoot 2. He was fouled. And he makes the first. 19 for 38 this season. Blago from the line, 50%.
If he makes this one, he'll be in double figures for the game.
And still 6 minutes to go in the first half. Second one rolls around, no good.
I jinxed him.
Yeah, right. Stan Scott pulling the rebound off the backboard. 3-point game with 6 minutes to play. Here's the extended defense by Hartford. Blagievich trying to get in the mix. Stan Scott off to Norris. Norris into Hill Mays and a foul called.
Oh, Jeff, we'll see if Hill Mays scores. To me, one of the stories of this first half is that Hill Mays has gone 14 minutes and 1 second without scoring a point, and he's averaging 24.5 points per game. Here's his chance to get on the board.
Yeah, maybe a free throw will get him going. He is 0 for 4 from the field, and he misses the front end. I mean, this is one of the better players in the mid-major. In fact, he is leading the conference, 96 field goals. I told you earlier that is 4th best in the country, averaging over 24 points a game. Misses both.
Amazing.
So the 80% free throw shooter, not like he can't make free throws, misses both, and Hawks get it back. They can tie with a 3. There's Dunn. Hartford still yet to make a 3-point shot. And the feed to Blagievich, who drives to the rim and scores. Hey, you'd rather get layups if they'll give them to you, right?
What an excellent give and go that was. Terrific play.
It's a 1-point game. Ray Norris with the basketball. Norris backing away from the defense. Now fires a 3. It's going to rim out. Offensive rebound kept alive by Oakland. Leaner from 6 by Stan Scott, no good, and Hartford clears. Here's Lynch off to the races. He'll go to coast, put it up and in. Wow, what a terrific individual move by J.R. Lynch. Hawks go up by a point, 29-28.
Jeff, the Hawks have outscored Oakland 17-8 during this stretch.
A blocking foul call down to the paint. Max Twyman picks up the foul on the floor.
Now, this is a great stretch for the Hawks. I mean, they're shooting better than 50% from the floor. They're making their free throws, which they've done all year long. but a nice run, 17-8, to outscore the Golden Grizzlies and take the lead.
10 of 18 is Hartford from the floor, 55%. And the Hawks have erased a one-time 8-point deficit to lead it now. As Newman steps into a three and hits. Another three-pointer, 9th of the game so far for the Golden Grizzlies. And Oakland back on top, 31-29.
Kamari Newman, a transfer from George Mason, sat out last year.
He was third in George Mason in three-point field goals percentage as a freshman. A driving layup, no good, and they're going to call a foul.
I think they're going to call goaltending.
Oh, goaltending.
Yes, they are.
All right, good call. They'll take it. Right, John Gallagher watching that one closely. The Hawks, 9th-year head coach, and Oakland gets it back.
Great move by Blago to the hoop that time.
Yep. Norris with the basketball. Gives it now to Newman. Newman now for Cumberland. Drives in as the shot blocked, but they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Nikola Tolonovic. No, it might be on Blagievich. It is. George Blagievich picks up the foul.
To me, one of the stories of this first half, though, has been the way Hartford has adjusted. After getting off to a bit of a slow start, the Hawks adjusted, and now we've got ourselves a ball game. Coach Campy, he's not happy. Nope. Whoa. He's really letting his team have it.
Again, a guy that has roamed the sidelines. He's produced 4 NBA guys. 1 of 2 from the line is Oakland. That trip down the floor, so it's a 1-point advantage as we approach the 4-minute mark. There's Weatherington for Dunn. Dunn gets to the defense, drives in, underneath the Blago, who dunks inside. Nice pass.
Great pass.
15 for Blagievich after a 30-point effort. Here's Oakland. We'll try a 3 and get it to go. Wow. Javen Cumberland, another 3-pointer for the Golden Grizzlies.
That's his 5th 3-pointer in this first half.
Oakland is 12 of 23 from the field and 10 of 16 from long range. Blago getting the feed inside, count the basket and the foul. And a chance of the old-fashioned 3-point play by Hartford's George Blagievich. He'll shoot the free throw when we come back, but he ties the game at 35 aside, 329%.
And they're doing it even though they're 0 of 5 from three-point range. In their game against Bryant last week, they shot 68.8% from the field.
Yeah, they're shooting blistering, and Blagievich makes the free throw, and he puts the Hawks up 36-35. He's got 18 points now, and you just saw the graph a moment ago, the comparison from this year to last year. Last year, Blagievich averaged just 4.5 points per game, and he is 13.4 this season, and that will rise because he's already got 18.
Amazing. He's the man.
He could be staring his second straight 30-plus game. Who knows? Still a lot of time to go. Here's Oakland with the basketball. Inside to James Beck, who leans in and scores. And back and forth we go. He's got 4, and it's 37-36 Oakland.
Yeah, Beck is tough in the low post. There's no doubt about that. But the Hartford zone defense, I think, has given the Golden Grizzlies fit so far in this first half.
Weatherington now for Dunn. Over to Lynch. Thought about the 3. Defense popping out at him. Now it's Dunn. Now to Weatherington, who steps into a 3 and hits. Hartford finally gets its first 3. Travis Weatherington cashing in to put the Hawks up 39-37 with just over 2 minutes to go here in their half.
Remember, the Hawks shot 65% from three-point range in the Bryant game.
Hartford missed its first 6 from beyond 21 feet. There's Norris. Dribble away from the defense. Off to Maddox Jr. Out of Cumberland. Fires a 3 and has the shot blocked by Dunn. Here's the steal. Dunn coast to coast, lays it up and in. Hartford continues its run as the Hawks lead it 41-37. Under 2 minutes to play here in the half. 7 now for Jason Dunn.
31-17, the Hawks have outscored Oakland.
They're down the other side. Beck. That's the leaner to fall in. He's got 6, and it's 41-39. J.R. Lynch now for Hartford. 90 seconds to play here in the half. Hands off to Weatherington, who just hit a three-pointer. And Cholovich made his first career start for the Hawks. Now to Lynch, who drives in against the defense. Gives it now to Cholovich, who leans in and scores. Nice basket. Cholovich really an uncontested layup to make it 43-39. He's got 5 in his first start.
Big story now. Can the Hawks hold Hill Mays scoreless for the entire first half?
Here's Norris. Has it stolen away by Blagievich. Blago drives in, and they're going to wave off the basket. They call the foul on the floor. Now, Blago, he looks like a completely different player this year than we've seen in the past. He really does. And you talk about stepping up at a big time, Dan. Hartford, we told you earlier, without the services of their leading scorer, John Carroll, today.
And Blago has done the job again. Carroll sidelined, injured his ankle in practice before the Bryant game last week. So he didn't play against Bryant on Wednesday, and he's not playing today. But Blago has stepped up in a big way.
And he makes the free throw. Wow, he has 19 points here in the first half. And the Hawks lead goes to 5, 44-39.
Hawks, by the way, 10 of 12 from the charity stripe.
They've shot the ball extremely well. Have the Hawks, and Blagievich, ordinarily a 52% free throw shooter, getting it done from the line, where he has 4 of 5 today. He's got 20 points, Dan, and we're just still meant to go in the first half.
And a smart move by Coach Gallagher to take him out. You don't want to see him pick up his second personal foul in the closing minute of the half.
There's Norris with the basketball. Now to Cumberland, tries a long 2 from the right side of the baseline. No good. Weatherington, the rebound, and a foul on the play. And there's a whistle against Hartford.
Coach Gallagher again pleading his case, but to no avail.
43 seconds to go. Yeah, John Gallagher not happy, shaking his head. And they're going to go to the monitor.
But how about this Hartford offense, Jeff? 45 points in the first half.
Yeah.
And that's what the Hawks have been doing. They have been scoring points throughout the year, and it's obviously something that Coach Gallagher wants to see carry over into the conference season, which begins in January.
And we've got so many weapons, and as it was stated several times, Hartford actually is the most experienced team in terms of guys that play in the country. Numero uno. A lot of that has to do with these guys who've logged so many times, so many minutes, Dan, as freshmen and sophomores and juniors. And, it's tough to be the starting 5 that are all seniors. And then when you look at the guys that are generally coming off the bench, well, they're upperclassmen as well.
Yeah, that's right. Starting 5 with 3 1,000-point career scorers, by the way.
First time that has happened in Hawks history. So they go to the monitor to check the play, make sure they've got the foul correct. And we'll stay Oakland basketball. Cumberland flips it in to Norris. 29 to shoot. Norris back to Cumberland. Cumberland now to Newman, who spots up for 3 and hits. Amari Newman with another 3, the third leading scorer, has 6 in the game, and it's a one-possession game, 45-42, with 27 seconds to go, and the shot clock is off. Actually, I beg your pardon, there's a 2-second differential. Game clock and shot clock. And John Gallagher, Dan, wants to talk about this one and the situation here and see if he can play for that one last shot and take the lead, right?
I think that's what he wants to do. Obviously, Oakland could get the ball back, but what Coach Gallagher is trying to do is perhaps wind that shot clock down so that Oakland can't get off a good shot in the closing 2 seconds of the half, or maybe the Hawks get a rebound off a missed shot and run out the first half. But the Hawks, who trailed 20-12, have turned it around with exceptional shooting from the field, and that doesn't mean from three-point range, where they had a great night at Bryant last week. They've struggled from three-point range today, but from the rest of the floor, they have nailed it, and they've also done the job from the foul line. And I can't emphasize this enough, Jeff. To hold the leading scorer on the opposition to no points in the first half is a phenomenal job by the Hartford defense.
So Dunn set to trigger it in, flips it into J.R. Lynch. Hawks can play for one last shot if they choose, and it looks like that's what they'll do.
Yeah, they're going to wind it down here. There's about a 2.5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
There's J.R. Lynch, one of the seniors. Off to Dunn. Inside of Weatherington. It goes up, kicking the shot to go. The trailer, Davis, grabbed the rebound, but couldn't get the angle and the ball to fall through, and then a whistle call. Eddie Davis III will pick up the foul. 4 seconds to go. Kind of a tough way to finish the half.
I think Coach Gallagher is also frustrated, thought maybe a goaltending should have been called on that sequence, as Eddie Davis went to the hoop and somebody slapped the backboard.
Ray Norris going to the line. A 77% free throw shooter. Oakland in this game, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Hartford has got 12 points at the line, 12 of 14. Free throw is up and falls through that orange circle. He got 7 in the game now as Norris, and it's 45-43. He makes both. 4 seconds to play. There's Dunn up that left sideline. Dunn pulls up with a buzzer going, and he falls short on the missed 3. And the Hawks will take a 1-point lead into the locker room. 20 minutes in the books. The Hawks 45, the Golden Grizzlies 44. We'll be back with halftime right after this on ESPN+.
The Hawks can stop that Oakland offense in the second half.
Yeah, they have been a second half team for sure. Hartford with the basketball to start the second half. Shot clock did not start, so they will ask Jason Dunn to inbound again.
I thought maybe they would just do a do-over. Let's start the entire second half all over again.
Give those 4 seconds up, right?
Yeah.
Same 5 that began the game for the Hawks. Lynch, Weatherington, Dunn in the backcourt. Blagojevich up front with Nikola Cholovic, who made his first start and had 5 points in the first half. Cholovic is a sophomore from Serbia. There's Lynch with the basketball, gets it to Blagojevich. Inside to Dunn, who catches, elevates, can't get the shot to go. Cholovic grabbed the rebound, has it taken away, though, by James Beck. And gets the start in the second half for the Golden Grizzlies as Greg Campy made a change. There's Cumberland with the basketball, followed by Dunn, right in front of the Oakland bench. Again, 11 made threes for Oakland in the first half. There's Norris trying to get away from Lynch. Bounces it low post. Newman leans in and scores.
Well, finally scoring is Xavier Hill-Mays, his first field goal of the day and his first points of the day.
After missing his first 5, and he puts his team up by a point. There's Blagojevich back the other side. Blago spinning towards the lane, throws it up for Lynch. Lynch on the right sideline. Out of Blagojevich, fakes the 3, drives inside. No-look pass to Cholovic, who leans in and scores. That's 7 now for the big guy from Serbia, and the Hawks go back by a point.
And he's starting to step it up game after game, you know it?
Now, someone had to fill the void with John Carroll unavailable today due to injury. Here comes the trap. Oakland able to dribble away for it. Hartford go back into the zone. There's Norris. Fires left side to Cumberland, and ball turned over into the hands of Weatherington, who gives it a Lynch, and Hartford, Dan, with a nice defensive stop.
And, you know, Weatherington actually made that stop by sealing off Hill-Mays down low. He denied him the ball, and that set up that entire exchange.
There's Lynch, now for Dunn. Dunn drives in and gets fouled about 25 feet away from the basket.
You know, these are things which might not show up in any kind of a box score, Jeff, but you can guarantee the coaches are watching and observing the great defensive job that Weatherington did on that last sequence.
He gets it into Lynch. For Weatherington, into 3 in the first half. Now Dunn, well, traffic nails the 3. How about Jason Dunn showing some range?
And a double team, he nails it.
He's got double figures now. He nails his first 3. He's got 10. And the Hawks lead goes to 4. There's Newman. Gives it now to Norris. Norris threw it up. I think they were trying to alley-oop. I'm not sure if Oakland wanted to do that. The Hawks come away with it.
Well, they had the alley.
All the way to the rim, and he scores. J.R. Lynch getting to the basket. He's got 8, and it's 52-46.
Greg Campy is not happy. He's about to make a change, the Oakland coach.
There's Newman now for Norris, who tries a 3. That is off the mark. Well, no way could Oakland continue to shoot 85% from three-point land. It just doesn't happen. Now Weatherington steps into a 3 and hits right in front of the Hartford bench. Travis Weatherington with a three-pointer to make it 55-46 and force the timeout.
Now the Hawks with their largest lead.
17:04 to go in this one. The Hawks 55, Oakland 46 here on ESPN+. Showing, played hard the entire game and kept it a game for, I would say, about 25 minutes or so down in Durham. Coach Krzyzewski said really nice things about John Gallagher's program after the game. But they play a mid-major today that is a really impressive mid-major, and the Hawks looking to knock off Oakland here at home. Still a few tune-up games, and still play another ACC team, Boston College, on the 31st.
Yeah, you tune up against the ACC.
Yeah.
Huh?
Here's Norris. Off to Newman. Now Cumberland drives in and scores. That time, Jevin Cumberland getting to the basket to make it 55-48. He's got 18. Hartford has really controlled the pace here in half number 2. Done for Weatherington. Now Lynch, a 3 is good. J.R. Lynch from downtown. And Hartford's lead goes to 10. Double digits for the first time today. 58-48 Hawks.
You keep J.R. wide open, and he'll make that shot all day long.
Just the rotation inside and out has been terrific. There's Cumberland. Drives it and scores.
Brechting scoring for the first time today. We're actually seeing Brechting for one of the few minutes he's played today entering the game as Coach Campy tries to shake things up with his club.
Junior from Cedar Rapids. There's Lynch. Loses the handle inside of the paint. Loose on the floor. Bodies go flying. Lynch trying to get it back. It'll be jump ball. But on the alternate possession, the Golden Grizzlies take over, and then they'll look for back-to-back hoops.
Well, they're trying to develop some momentum here.
Oakland basketball when we come back. 15:35 to go here in Hartford. 58-50 Hawks here on ESPN+. Control.
And Coach Gallagher says his last 3 games have been, when you look at them as a whole, his best 3 consecutive games since he's been at Hartford.
There's Norris. Oakland with the basketball trying to trim what is an 8-point deficit. Now Hill Mays kicks it right side for a 3 by Maddox Jr. That's good. He's got 9 now, and suddenly it's a 6-point game.
Well, that's how Oakland built up an early lead by burying the 3-pointers, and they seem to be going back to that strategy now.
5-point game, I should say. Here's Dunn, right side Weatherington. Waited for the defense to get up in there. Fires it inside of Blagojevich. Left side, Lynch. Another 3. It's good. Oh, we just talked about it. You have to recognize where J.R. Lynch is if you're Oakland.
But what a pass by Blago. He didn't even look. He just threw it over his shoulder.
Lynch with 14 and 61-53. There's Maddox Jr. with the basketball. Now to Cumberland. Tries to shake the defense. Now pulls up just inside the free throw line at a foul call. And that may be Jalovic. Now let's take a look at this terrific pass, and Lynch able to cash in. I mean, he just knew he was there.
Yeah, I mean, he just threw it over his right shoulder, never looked, and Lynch was right there and buried it.
Cumberland going to the free throw line, and he makes the first to make it 61-54.
Cumberland now has 19 points in the game for Oakland. His career high came earlier this year. He had 31 points against Oral Roberts.
Hartford in the first half struggled. They made just 1 3, but they've got 4 here in the second half. One thing they did was they attacked the basket. That allowed them to get to the free throw line, and they're 12-14 from the line. Meanwhile, Oakland from the charity stripe, 5 of 8. So Hartford has not given them a lot of chances, and a lot of that, Dan, has to do with they keep shooting threes. Now, Wellington tries the 3. That's front of the rim short. Rebound up for grabs, tipped up, batted around into the hands of the Golden Grizzlies. Now a top of the key 3 by Cumberland is good. And Now Oakland right back within striking distance, 61-58, 23 points in the game for Javen Cumberland.
Cumberland now has 6 3-point baskets.
Lynch for boxes, now to Weatherington. Off to Dunn. Lynch, Weatherington, Dunn again, 9 to go. Inside of Blagiewicz, waits for the defense, goes up and gets fouled. Boy, terrific movement by Hartford inside and out.
Well, and there's the veteran presence. Blago knew that draw the foul, do something to get on the foul line. 2 guys are on him, draped all over him, so he just waited to get fouled.
So Blagiewicz goes to the charity stripe. He's done a nice job from the field and from the line today. He makes the first. In fact, George is now 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Leads Hartford with 21 points and 8 of 9 shooting from the field. Second one is up and good. 63-58 Hartford. 22 points of Blagiewicz, who's well on pace for his second straight 30-point game.
Well, you wonder the way Blagiewicz and Cumberland are going at it against each other, if they might each eclipse their career highs in this game. There's still plenty of time.
There's now Norris trying to get to the free throw line. Norris now for Rechting. Leans in, goes over the defense and scores. He just went up and over boxes that time to make it a 3-point game.
Believe it or not, entering this season, ESPN.com rated Brechting the 7th best player in Michigan.
There's Weatherington, a 3. It's good. Travis Weatherington hits another 3 for the Hawks. That's their 6th of the game. Weatherington's 3rd. And the Hawks lead goes back to 6.
And if the Golden Grizzlies are going to keep throwing the zone at the Hawks, they'll start taking those 3-point shots.
Now traveling violation. Worked it inside of Brechting, and he gets called for traveling. And the Hawks getting back, looking to build in a 6-point edge. And you take a look again, and yep.
Oh, yes. That's an offensive foul right there.
Now Lynch with the basketball, off to Weatherington. Just hit a 3. Gives it now to Dunn. There's Blagiewicz.
Yep, you could see that.
Yeah, just kind of lost his footing and turns things over. 66-60. Hartford with just 4 turnovers in this game.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah, well, Oakland only has 8.
I mean, a high-scoring game like this.
Right. They've done a terrific job valuing the basketball. A lot of that has to do with the senior leaders like J.R. Lynch, Travis Weatherington in the backcourt, along with Jason Dung along the wing.
Boy, speaking of Jason Dunn, what a defensive job he's doing on Cumberland, trying to deny him the ball right now.
There's Norris, throws into traffic. It's picked off by Blagiewicz. There's Blago, goes around the defense, still dribbling out high, then loses the handle on the ball, poked away. Golden Grizzlies come up with it. There's Norris. For Cumberland, fires the 3 way off the mark. It goes out of bounds. Weatherington extending the arms, making sure that Grizzly couldn't get it. And 12 minutes to go. The Hawks take over, up by 6.
By the way, what did we say about turnovers? And now turnovers back and forth.
Yeah, right. That's J.R. Lynch with the basketball.
Not a bad idea right here to slow up the pace as the Golden Grizzlies come back out on a man.
And Dunn for boxes. Back to Dunn. Gives it to Lynch with 9 to shoot. There's Lynch to the free throw line. Gives it to Weatherington. Left wing 3. Back of the rim, no good. Boxes and a hand on the rebound. Throws it, and Hartford keeps it.
Oh, what a play.
Yeah. I mean, boxes to keep that alive. Now Weatherington again from long range, and he hits. Hawks lead goes to 9, 69-60, and 12 points for Travis Weatherington. There's Maddox Jr. Gives it now to Norris. Reach and foul. Calling going to get Buxus. Trying to battle for position. Hill Mays was trying to come loose. It'll be Oakland basketball. We come back. 11-10 to go in this one. Hartford by 9 here on ESPN Plus. Hawks that have a 9-point lead with 11 minutes to go.
How's this for second half shooting? The Hawks are shooting 72.7% from the floor, And 75% from the floor, the Golden Grizzlies are shooting. Incredible.
You like shooting. It's been a clinic for both teams here today. Well, it's Oakland and the Blacks with the basketball. Hill Mays gives it now to Jordan Nobles, who drops one in from about 15 feet out to make it 69-63.
Nobles with his first shot attempt of the day.
There's J.R. Lynch with the basketball as Hartford tries to respond, and we get to the midway point of the second half. There's now Weatherington, gives it now to Boxes. Down to the paint, Blagievich. Now to Weatherington, tries another three, and hits! Travis Weatherington nails another three-pointer. He's got now 5 in the game, all 5 here in half number 2, and it's 72-63.
And he's got 15 points on the day.
Cumberland has it inside, trying to get it to Nobles. It goes out of bounds, left side of the baseline. It's a turnover against Oakland, which has done a pretty good job with the basketball. It's just their 10th of the game. Hartford's given it back just 5 times, and Hartford with a chance to get it back to double digits.
How about the Hawks? As you mentioned earlier, 4 players in double figures.
Here's Weatherington getting the feed inside, no good. Blagievich there for the rebound, puts it up and gets fouled. George Blagievich there trying to get the garbage points, and he's got 22 points and a chance to add to his stats.
Now the Hawks from the free throw line for the game are, they've been fantastic. 14 of 16 from the foul line. That's 87.5% above their 75% free throw shooting percentage for the season.
Lago misses the first free throw.
I've got to stop talking about these percentages because when I do, they miss the foul shots.
Second one is up. No good, and just under 10 minutes to go, and the Hawks with a 72-63 lead. There's Oakland with the basketball. Cumberland feeds it inside to Hill Mays, who scores. Makes it 72-65.
Oh, they finally got it inside to him for only his second field goal of the day.
There's here's Dunn, I should say, trying to get to Lynch. The ball picked off, stolen away by Cumberland. There's Cumberland now for Norris, and a foul called against Hartford stops the clock with 9:12 to go.
You know, for coaches, no lead is ever too big. And the Hawks are up by 9, and then you worry. Oakland comes down, scores a basket. Is this going to be a momentum shift? What's going to happen with a turnover? All of this is what drives a coach crazy.
Golden Grizzlies with the basketball. There's Cumberland. Now for Norris. Up top, Nobles tries the three. Front rim short. Offensive rebound, Hill Mays. And he pumps it up and in. And all of a sudden, Hill Mays then getting into his groove.
Yep, starting to make his presence felt. Back-to-back baskets down low.
He's got 6, well below his average at 24.5, which was 4th best in the country. That could take a hit, though, but he'll certainly sacrifice that for the win. Here's Dunn, tries the three, trying to line drive it through, no good. Norris, kind of a quick shot that time, I think.
Hawks have gone cold.
And now Newman tries the three. That's going to go off the side of the rim, no good. And Weatherington the rebound. We'll see if J.R. Lynch gets a better shot here.
Hawks need a basket here.
There's now Boxes looking for Dunn. And Dunn drives in, trying to shake the defense. Gives it now to Weatherington. 9 seconds to go on the shot clock. There's Dunn. There's Lynch, rather, drives in and gets fouled. And Braden Norris can't believe it. He thought it was good defense that time. Instead, he picks up the foul.
Now, the good news for Oakland is that it's a non-shooting foul. Otherwise, JR is money in the bank anytime he steps to the foul line.
Might as well blindfold him, right? He's 94%, one of the top of the country. 8th best in America. Lynch inside of Boxes, back to Lynch, a three, in and out. Boxes had a hand on the rebound, but the Golden Grizzlies, able to come up with it. There's Norris. They go inside 8 minutes to go.
This is another big sequence for the Hartford defense.
Hartford is led by as many as 10 points, but now it's a two-possession game. Nobles gives it to Newman, who tries a three. Rims out. A long rebound up for grabs. Lynch and Norris actually run into each other mid-court. And it's going to be a foul called on Lynch. So, Oakland basketball, we come back. Hartford leading by 6 with 7:33 left here in Hartford. 7:33 to go. This is still anyone's game.
Absolutely. Lago, by the way, 5th time in his career he scored more than 20 points in a game. How about the shooting for both clubs in the second half? They're each 9 of 15 from the floor for 60%.
Javen Cumberland with the basketball. Gives it now to Jordan Nobles. Nobles trying to drive against Lynch. Flips it for Newman. Newman now to Cumberland. Back to Nobles. Leading 10-footer, no good. Grabs the offensive rebound, puts it up and in. So Jordan Nobles, the Canton, Michigan native, he's got 5, and it's 72-69.
Now, that was a noble effort by Nobles that put back that time. 2 guys on him, and he still managed to get the rebound off his missed shot and score.
Oakland continues its run. There's Weatherington. Driving against the defense, gets some space, tries a long 2, and it falls home. Hit every bit of the cylinder, then falls through that orange circle. He's got 17 this Weatherington. It's 74-69.
Much needed basket for the Hawks.
You're not kidding. Back to a 5-point lead. There's James Beck. Off to Newman, tries the 3, no good. Weatherington, the rebound. Boy, Travis Weatherington has been terrific here in the second half.
Yes, he has.
On both sides of the ball. There's Weatherington for Blagievich, now to Max Twyman. There's Lynch, driving against the defense, throws to Blagievich. Blago driving in, puts it behind the back, gets some space, elevates, can't get a shot to go, and a long rebound taken down by Oakland.
Shame that shot didn't fall because that was a nice move by Blago.
Newman for Norris, a 3, no good. Offensive rebound kept alive by Newman. Now he's going to try a long-range Shea. No good. Blagievich really had the rebound taken away. It's another offensive board by Oakland. He's going to grab some of these. Now Norris for 3. Side of the rim, no good. Eddie Davis finally able to get a hand on the rebound. They're going to say timeout called and it'll remain Oakland basketball. Wow. Now Hartford getting out hustle that time. That's not what you want to see.
Well, not at all. But, Oakland, they're not out of this game by any stretch of the imagination, trailing by just 5. This is another big sequence for the Hawks.
That's Newman for 3 is good. I mean, how many chances can he give them? Newman with his 9th point makes it a 1-possession game.
That's their 15th three-point field goal out of 25 field goals in the game.
Here's Weatherington. Off to Lynch. Then a Blagievich. Blago drives in, reverses, can't get the finish inside. Norris the rebound, has it taken away by Blago. Blago to Dunn. Dunn fakes the 3, gives it now to Weatherington. Hartford able to get it back after the missed shot by Blagievich. Hasn't missed much today.
Big break for the Hawks that time. That trouble written all over it, but they did get the ball back.
Hawks trying to weather the storm. It's Oakland that's been on the run the last few minutes. Lynch tries the 3 and gets fouled. Might as well give him 3 right now, right?
Well, the way he has been hitting with his free throw shots, why not?
Well, Lynch trying to get out on him as he has made 2 threes in this game, 5 of 7 from the floor. He's going to the free throw line where he's perfect today. He's made his last 22 attempts. And he makes the first one and put the Hawks up 75-72. He's got 15 in the game now. Second one is up and good, so the streak continues. And Lynch will see if he can make it 3 for 3.
Coach Gallagher making some changes. Lago comes out of the game. And Boxes back in.
He's been one of the best free throw shooters we've seen in Hartford in a long, long time. He knocks home all three, continues the stretch. He's now made 25 of his last 25 attempts. Hawks leading 77-72 as we approach the 4-minute mark. Hawks trying to win for the third time in 40 games. Works it inside to Hill Mays and a foul called against Hartford.
Hawks pleading their case, thought a traveling violation should have been called, but instead Dunn is hit with a foul.
It's going to be Lynch, actually, Dan.
I'm sorry, Lynch.
Yeah, Lynch picks up his second. You never really see JR in foul trouble, though.
No.
But you're right, he's pleading his case. And trying to get that traveling call. Javen Cumberland set to inbound. Lobs it into Norris. Right there in the catch by Dunn. Off to Nobles. Now Newman. Going to drive it against Boxes. Gives it to Norris. Careful, he'll shoot the three, and Weatherington try to deflect that pass, and he does. Back towards the Oakland bench with 6 to go in the shot clock.
You know, Weatherington has played a great game today.
He's been solid.
Both ends of the floor.
Yeah. Inbounds to Norris. Going to fire a three with Lynch in his grill, and he nails it. That's a big three by Braden Norris. He's had a good game. That's his third three, and it's a 2-point game with 4 minutes to go.
16 3-point field goals today for Oakland.
Lynch now for Eddie Davis III. Off to Dunn. Dunn driving underneath the basket. Gives it back to Lynch. I thought he might post up there. He does not. Now Lynch drives in the 6 to go and gets fouled. That's tough on the defense. You play defense, Dan, for 21 seconds, and the shot clock winding down. You get hit with a foul, so it'll be Hartford basketball when we come back. 3:42 to go. Hawks by a bucket.
Ohio. Well, J.R. Lynch heads to the line, Jeff, and these are big foul shots for the Hawks.
And Lynch keeps the streak going as he makes the first. JR 6 for 6 in the line, and that's 26 in a row. Second one is up. Rolls around and rattles home. There's Newman with the basketball. The Hawks up 79-75. Trying to work it into Newman, and ball deflected. Job by J.R. Lynch to come up with it in Hartford. Boy, if they can get a possession that goes good with a basket here, they'll be in pretty good shape. With next possession, we're going to under 3 minutes, you would think.
Well, this is a huge sequence right here.
And there's Lynch. Tiptoes all on the baseline. Elevates as a shot blocked. Blagievich gets a hand on, able to get it around the perimeter. Back to Lynch outside. He gets called for traveling.
He was trying to draw an offensive foul from Xavier Hill-Mays, but the travel was very evident. So now a huge trip up the floor for the Golden Grizzlies.
Kamari Newman with the basketball right in front of his own bench. Gives it now to Cumberland. Back to Norris. Now to Nobles. Outside Newman. And trying to shake Weatherington, and Travel's able to poke the ball away off of Newman. And Hartford gets it back. That is a gigantic stop by the Hartford defense.
Jeff, I'm telling you right now, to me, the unsung hero in this game for the Hawks is Travis Weatherington.
Oh, he's been great.
The game he's played on both sides of the floor, the 15 points he has scored, a season high, but he's also done a great job defensively.
Blagievich trying to get inside and done. A terrific defensive play by Newman to tip the ball away. And that was an easy basket had he made that catch underneath, but Newman deflects it, and Hartford will be forced to inbounds. There's Dunn. Gets it up to the leaping J.R. Lynch. 2.5 minutes to play. Hartford by 4.
Could we have our second overtime game of the afternoon?
Hartford women, a terrific job. Took 23rd ranked Michigan State into OT before falling. There's Weatherington. Shuffles to Lynch, who tries the three. Some contact, no foul call. Cumberland gets the rebound off the miss. Now 2 minutes to go. Braden Norris controlling the offense. He's had a nice afternoon. He got 11 points. Now Cumberland. We go inside. 2 minutes. There's Newman trying the three. No good. Hartford comes up with another rebound, and it's another big miss by the Golden Grizzlies.
And I'm going to sing his praises again. Weatherington made that play because Newman tried to shake Weatherington loose, and when he finally did, he got off a bad shot.
There is Dunn. Tiptoeing on the baseline. Gives it to Blagievich. Blago gives it to the cutting Dunn, who gets the shot to go. Hartford goes up 81-75, 12 for Dunn and a timeout. Dan, we'll keep it here with 1:28 to go. How about this passing in the low post?
Well, it looked as if Blago might try to put it up and draw the foul, but instead he gets that pass off, and Dunn is right there to put it in. That could be the shot that seals the game for the Hawks. Great play by both Blago and by Jason Dunn. Just a great sequence there as the Hawks now have that 6-point lead.
Hawks trying to get it done here.
Well, Hartford gathered around Coach Gallagher, Jeff, and they're attempting to make it 3 consecutive victories in a row at home. Beating Western New England 93-53, Bowling Green 76-63, and now up here 81-75.
Now still some time to go. 88 seconds to be exact. It's Oakland's basketball now. There's Norris out high. Hartford needs to come with another defensive stop here. And there's Newman. Off to Cumberland, who tries the three. A little bit too strong. Weatherington grabs the rebound, but a foul called on the floor. And it's against Hartford.
Hawks not in the bonus, though, so that's a break for Hartford.
Buxus picks up his third foul off the bench. And now the officials are going to talk about things. John Gallagher's not look happy on that far sideline. He wants an explanation. Maybe going to video here. We'll see.
It could be.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing.
That's what they're doing. Coach Gallagher wondering why, but they are going to video. Meanwhile, the Hawks are going into their break, Jeff, because there's exams this week.
Yeah, this is the final game before exams. We talked about that challenging non-conference schedule. Checking the replay, Dan, on that foul. But if Hartford can win, it would be the third win in 4 games. And you see that, Box is going to be called for that foul. Maybe they're looking to see if it was flagrant. I don't think it would be.
No, Hill May's being helped up.
After finals, Wagner on the road in Staten Island on the 22nd of the month. Then a home date right after Christmas on the 29th. Then it's off to Boston College on the 31st. League play beginning on Wednesday, January 9th against UMBC right here. There's Norris with the basketball. Gives it now to Newman, who spots up from 3. Side of the rim, no good. Long rebound tracked down by Weatherington. Boy, is he come to play here in the second half.
Yes, he has. Great game.
And you would think Oakland would start thinking about fouling here, down by 6 with 50 seconds to go. That is Norris giving a little bit of space of J.R. Lynch.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't reach in.
Now Lynch, left side, boxes a 3. A little bit too strong and goes out of bounds. They're going to call over the back on George Blagievich, who's picked up his second personal foul.
But Blagievich with another solid game, Jeff. More than 20 points for the 5th time in his career. He's done that. Second straight game, he scored more than 20 points.
Hill Mays going to the free throw line. His team down by 6 with 35 seconds to go. Hill Mays, a 80% free throw shooter, makes the first. We talked about before, he had been shut out in the first half. Right now on 3 of 9 shooting, has 7 points. Also a free throw. He does have 9 rebounds. He's played 33 minutes today. Second one is up. No good. Loose on the rebound. Blagievich trying to get it away from Hill Mays, and a foul call, and it's on Hill Mays. So he'll walk up the floor, and Coach Greg Campy, Dan, will try and stretch out these final 34 seconds.
Well, that's all he can do right now with the Hawks up by 5 points. And Hartford is going to do something that some clubs have not been able to do against the Golden Grizzlies this year, and that's outscore them in the second half. Oakland has been a very tough team after intermission this year.
Blagievich has done a nice job at the free throw line, and he makes the first. George with now 23 points after a 30-point effort on Wednesday at Bryant. He is also 7 of 10 from the line. And in the past, he had struggled at the charity stripe. 50% this year, but boy, not today. He looks like a completely different player. Makes both. It's 83-76 now, Hartford. Norris gives it now. Newman tries the three and hits. Kamari Newman hits the three, and Oakland calls for the timeout.
Well, that's Oakland's game. That's the way Oakland has been the entire contest with those 3-point shots. No surprise there.
That's their final timeout as well, Dan. The Hawks still a 2-possession game. Hartford up by 4 and 26 seconds to go. So, I mean, at some point, you're going to have to foul to get that ball back. Well, maybe go for the steal and foul.
I think that's the strategy for Oakland. There's no doubt about that.
Especially foul if the kid's name is not J.R. Lynch,
well,
right?
That's it. But Lynch, we all know what he's done at the free throw line this season. But the Hawks have been very effective at the line in general today. I mean, you look at Blagievich, the job he's done on the line today. 8 out of 11 free throws he's made? Hartford has been very effective from the foul line. So
84%, yeah.
Take your chances.
You don't have to foul immediately. You can still go for the steal, but you can't waste a whole lot of time. And you know that Hartford will be trying to get the ball to their best free throw shooter, J.R. Lynch.
Yeah, he's in position to receive the inbound pass from Jason Dunn.
Wade Norris will take him in the man-to-man. That's Jason Dunn set to inbound for the Hawks, looking to win for the third time in 4 games. After the made basket, he can run the free throw line, gets it into Lynch. Still no foul. Lynch in the backcourt. Dribbling away from 3 defenders, gets it out of boxes, who gets quickly fouled as soon as he got to the midcourt. So they do a good job of not fouling Lynch, but some time does go off that clock. Just 19 seconds to go.
That's the key. 7 seconds went off the clock that time as Lynch dribbled through a triple team.
And Boxes going to the free throw line. He had 5 points on Wednesday. Boxes has 2 points and 1 of 3 shooting today. And the free throw is up, and he rattles it home. Makes it 84-79.
You win games on the free throw line, and if you can make most of your foul shots, you're going to succeed.
Makes both. And it's a 6-point lead for the Hawks with 18 seconds to go. Just don't want to foul here. Norris will try a 3. That's going to roll around. No good. And Lynch grabs the rebound. They'll have to foul him, and they do. But there's only 10 seconds to go, and the best free throw shooter in the America East Conference going to the line to seal the deal if he gets 1 for the Hawks.
Hawks on the verge of going 5-7 and winning 3 in a row at home, and also 3 out of their last 4.
And the chance for Lynch to make this a 3-possession game.
This will make going into this exam break very, very nice.
Lynch perfect, as he has been his last 3+ games to the line. He makes the first, and it's a 3-possession game. Lynch 8 for 8 from the line. He's got 20 points, and it's 86-79 Hartford. Second one is also a good. Boy, is he smooth. 87-79 Hawks, 10 seconds to go. There's Newman. Left side, Cumberland fires the 3 and hits. Oakland out of timeouts, though, with 3.4 to go. A 5-point game. They'll give it to Lynch, who will inbound. The buzzer will sound, and Hartford, which led most of the way, will win for the third time in 40 games, Dan. A nice 87-82 victory against Oakland.
The Hawks are hot, Jeff. Now 5-7 going into the exam break.
Hartford gets the offense paced by 4 players in double figures. George Blagievich with 24 points after a 30-point effort on Wednesday. 21